It's the NFL on. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Play action now, Prescott. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sly on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
But first down, Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about it. Remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962. And they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Unnecessary run, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Here we go.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They juked him.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Charles, you've got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter...
And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. 20, 10, touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
trying to run for it with Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good throw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles,